GA 2260733, and from the studios of Adult Television. Good morning to you, and wherever you are. This is AM Ghana Show on Adult Television. Today is Friday, the 17th day in the month of July 2026, and this morning we'll be serving you anything that is happening in the country, across the continent, and as well in the world. You might know that the Archbishop of Canterbury, of the Church of England, is coming to Ghana, and a lot of other matters coming. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama was in the Volta region. Of course, there are a lot of stories that we will be serving as breakfast. Please do stay tuned. When we come back, I'll take you on a journey through the newspaper headlines, and our discussions continues.
My name is Dr. Joseph Omia, and I'm the Medical Director of Accra Fertility Center, part of the Medifem group of companies. As we all know, fertility is a big problem in Africa and all over the world, and 1 in 5 couples would definitely need some assistance in conceiving. At the Fertility Center in Medifem, we provide all kinds of fertility services: IVF, ICSI, embryo storage, sperm storage, egg storage, egg donation, sperm donation, surrogacy. All our services are completely confidential, and we take our couples through the journey with compassion, and our team are always available to help all the couples through their journey. In the month of July, Accra Fertility Center is offering a few packages for fertility services. All our prices are going to be slashed, so please come in with your partners. Let's go through your issues. Let's see the solutions that we can prepare to you, and let's see the packages that we can prepare to you so that you can achieve your aim during this month of July.
At Medifem, there is a lot that we do that we make our patients very, very, very comfortable. Right from the entrance, when you enter here, there's not a loan that you need. Even if you have your sickness, everything vanishes. I would like to also introduce that we have antenatal class as part of our nursing education. We do about 4 modules. Inside the 4 modules, we have various topics under them. This class also is done every week. There is a link that is shared where we discuss issues about maternal health. We also talk about neonatal jaundice, where pregnancy-induced hypertension. It's a whole that we want everyone to come and experience. So kindly make it a point to come and experience Medifem, and you never forget. Remember that once you are not here, we are also not existing.
Faith-based topics and religious doctrines oftentimes brews confusion, debates, defensive postures, and passionate conversations. As a people, our allegiance to a denominational doctrine and canons must not cloud our judgment to miss the real focus of being Christ and biblical-centered. Do our doctrines mold and shaping our identity, or they cloud our judgment and enslave our actions? Welcome to Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, exclusively on Adward TV, every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. as our host, Reginald Percival Robertson and Reverend Father Ebenezer Petrus take you on a captivating journey through religious doctrines. This live show offers compelling analysis, expert insights, and debates on vital faith-based topics. Dive into thought-provoking discussions that challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of religious teachings. Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, reforming mentalities, challenging dogmas.
Hi everybody, my name is Emmanuel Sain, the clinical embryologist of Accra Fertility Center. July is IVF World Month, and to commemorate this, Accra Fertility Center is opening its door to every couple experiencing infertility. And I'm extending a special invitation to you that if you are experiencing infertility in any way, please do not hesitate to contact us, because we are having special packages available, which is tailored to meet the need of every couple, and you will never regret for coming to AFC.
Ghana ja adwe TV Ghana ja ushia me afrem yo hima tundra munim se mo hima se metisi dwem se ya na me di dwadie na eto mo abobo ano na mama dwadie nso ayefo di amamo ankasa asem de kese nso ne se yaji musika kuma bi ni abomu nyuma hudero e di amamo afe ye wo all the 16 regions in Ghana me chemantem sieni nyinemu waitress say adwo TV Ghana ja ye ya shrobu adwo ho boya ye se o se okotokro enka shroda ni auto bi apese mo bo ho dero enfama no from me marketing team no e was 0591 557789 ana 055-162-4076 na me name is solid team no ye metwa no yopo enfama Ghana ja ye say ye be madwadie ayefo di amount adwo TV Ghana ja ye say kutu say bam clock it.
When the time has come to make that choice, PPAG will be.
Do you feel maltreated by an intimate partner or a family relation? Are you experiencing emotional, financial, or any form of abuse at home, in your relationship, or at your workplace? Do you feel like you have reached your limits? No, you don't deserve this kind of treatment. Every woman, every child, every man has the right to live free from fear, free from violence, free to be human. You have the right to decide on what happens to your body, and that includes the right to choose a family planning method. Sexual and gender-based violence is a violation of human rights, and together we can end it. SGBV include rape, forced marriage, domestic abuse, female genital mutilation, and all forms of sexual exploitation. It is happening in our homes, our schools, our markets, sometimes our workplace, and even in silence. Sexual abuse is not a family issue. It is a crime. Speak up. Human rights are not just for some. They are for everyone, young or old, male or female, rich and poor. You have the right to say no. You have the right to be safe. Do not be afraid to report the perpetrators by stigmatizing the victims. If we stay in silence, the abuse will continue. But if we speak up, we will save lives. Who knows? You may be saving your loved one who would have become the next victim. Boys and men, you have a role. Stand against SGBV. Choose respect. No one deserves shame. If you know someone facing any of SGBV, please call Yenkasa on 0800 2020 10 or WhatsApp 0245 118 228 for the best support you will need. Remember, the call is absolutely free. Let us help you report it to the appropriate institutions like those two. Together, we can build a world where everyone is free. Free to dream, free from fear. Say no to violence. Say yes to dignity. It is your right. Yenkasa, help you can trust. This message is brought to you by Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana with the support from UNFPA Ghana. Together, we protect sexual and reproductive health rights.
Stand by me. Stand by me.
Also, just tune in this is AM Ghana show on Adult Television. My name is Na Anyama Collison. July is IVF month, and in line with that, the Accra Fertility Center, a subsidiary of MidFem, has a full month of activities planned for all its cherished partners. To crown it all, we have a discount package for reach out to us soon on our website www.accrafertilitycenter.com or call 0509 337796 0509 339376 for more details. Also, Midfem, it's that's the mother body, is a multi-specialist hospital and fertility center. It's a premium Ghanaian-owned private healthcare institution committed to delivering comprehensive patient-centered medical care across multiple specialties. With over 2 decades of excellence in healthcare, Midfem has built a strong reputation for quality, innovation, and compassionate service. So you can do well to know about Midfem more. Visit their website on www.midfemhospital.com, or you can locate them at Westland Margaret Anderson Avenue in Accra. Also reach them on 0501 577 568 0501 577 568. So that's it for Midfem, and they are one of our proud sponsors for today's morning show on Adwa Television. Let's start off with the newspaper headlines, shall we? Okay, we start off with the Truth and Accuracy every day, the Daily Graphic newspaper. Top stories on the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Boost for local oil refinery and receive 1 million barrels Jubilee crude allocation. This is coming from the Energy and Green Transition Minister, Dr. John Jinapo. Also here on the front page, Cocoa settles 162 million Ghana cedis cocoa bill arrest. On the front page as well this morning, Accra Kumasi Expressway 11 billion Ghana cedis project fund still in Bank of Ghana account. The story is on page 11 of the newspaper. And group demands government intervention to Jonah capital attack. It comes along with a picture of some Jonah here, and the story can be found on page 20 of the newspaper. Modernize chieftaincy cases adjudications. This according to Asante Hine story on page 13 of the newspaper. Let's quickly go to the center spread of the newspaper this morning before we head to the back page of the newspaper this morning and see if we can find something interesting at the center spread of the newspaper. The center spread of the newspaper is reporting on President John Dramani Mahama cut short for the Jokspon 24-hour Juapong, 24-hour market begins to roll out 18 facilities in the Volta region. President cut short for Juapong 24-hour market begins to roll out 18 facilities in the Volta region. Also at the center spread, community banking sector assets hit 26 billion Ghana cedis. This according to the Bank of Ghana. And government communication must build trust, not propaganda. This is Kwachio Fosu is saying here at the center spread of the Daily Graphic newspaper. The back page is reporting on Graphic Sports. It says football's greatest carnival comes at a crashing price. Football's greatest carnival comes at a crashing price, and that particular article is also the back page. I beg your pardon. The editorial for the day. Let's quickly rush for the editorial for the day for today's edition. Editorial for the most. Okay, the editorial for the day, according to the Daily Graphic newspaper, says that Accra motorway expansion safety can't be left out. Accra motorway expansion safety can't be left out. And Kweku Bonsam got as a draw, and these are the stories making their way at the or the editorial for the day. The penultimate page for the Daily Graphic newspaper this morning is reporting on sports related issues, and is talking about football and other sports too in the country as well. From the Truth and Accuracy every day, let's move to another daily where it says Ghana's favorite newspaper, the Daily Guide newspaper. Top stories on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper this morning. Court of Appeal overturns 500,000 Ghana cedis damage against Sami Jemfi. The story is on page 3, and it comes along with a picture of the Chief Executive Officer of Gold Board, Sami Jemfi. Is a lawyer as well. And also on the front page as well, Protect Jonah Capital staff in Nigeria group to Mahama. The story is on page 6 as well. TikToker jailed over Mahama's 32 cows claim. TikToker jailed over Mahama's 32 cow claim. This is coming in on page 3 of the newspaper. And Parliament 7 party interest Etukuba. That is on page 6 of the newspaper. Parliament 7 party interest Tukuba is saying on page 6 of the newspaper. And 12 perish in Gori Konongo crash. The story is on page 6 of the newspaper. And court strikes out AG's request to halt Anes UK travel. That is on page 3 as well, and these are the stories on the front page. The center spread this morning has entertainment and business related stories. We'll start off from the serious business. It says COCOBOD settles 162 million Ghana cedis non-DDP cocoa bills arrest. It comes along with a picture of the chief executive officer of COCOBOD, Dr. Andiabe. And ZPay e-money license revoked, company pledges to orderly transition. And Mahama cut sword for drop on 24-hour economy market. On entertainment, Socrates Sappho blames media over movie industry decline. Socrates Sappho blames media over movie industry decline. And Fantana music will live on forever. This is according to Stonebwoy. And I'm seeing Awal Mohammed. Awal Mohammed is from Talented Kids. He participated way back. And Awal begs Family Medical over past misunderstanding. Awal begs Family Medical over past misunderstanding. I forgot to see the PURC, the Public Utility Regulatory Commission, resolves 982 utility complaints in the Ashanti region. So these are the stories at the center spread. Let's see if we can find an editorial for today's edition. And it will interest you to know the editorial is a missed opportunity. Missed opportunity is a title of today's editorial. And High Court of Every Pothole. High Court of Every Pothole. And Ghana National Fire Service silent over Sunyani Court fire incidents. Ghana National Fire Service silent over Sunyani Court incidents. And Morocco joint international stabilization force. And that is on the international front. So these are the stories making their way. Let's do the back page. Okay, the back page doesn't have any story of interest. And the Pen Ultimate page has some sports related stories. Asante Kotoko to appoint Eric Tinkle as the new coach, and GFA concludes FIFA elite refereeing course to boost officiating standards. Jude Bellingham faces FIFA scrutiny after clash following England's World Cup exit, and GFA outlined vision for women's football development. So these are the stories on related to sports this morning. AJ Pounds urges Guatemala to pray against material attacks. So Ghana to launch High Life campaign in Spain. It comes along with a picture of Stonebwoy and Brafo. These are the stories making their way to the today's edition of Ghana's favorite newspaper this morning. Let's move on to other newspapers on the newsstands this morning, and we continue with the most authoritative newspaper, the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Top stories on the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper this morning. It says make job creation central policy. This is NDPC, make job creation central policy. NDPC on page 13 of the newspaper. And government raises 5 billion Ghana cedis to recapitalize Bank of Ghana. The story is on page 12 of the newspaper. And engage Nigeria over treatment of Jonah Capital Group, urges President John Dramani Mahama. That one is on page 11 of the newspaper. 12 killed, over 30 injured in Konongo Highway crash. And that particular story is on page 13 of the newspaper. And to the big one for today's edition, it says that resetting Ghana tour, Volta Star Textiles, to bounce back. This according to President, who is assuring all Ghanaians, especially the people in the Volta region, that Volta Star Textiles to bounce back. President Mahama assures. And on the front page as well, we have Treasury bill rates, and today the data for the macroeconomic indicators. The Ghanaian Times today is focusing on the Treasury bill rate. For 91 day, we have 5.8671%, and for 182 days, we have 7.7884%, and 364 days, we have 12.9916%, and this source is given to the Bank of Ghana. The back page this morning is reporting on Bui solar project to take off next month. This is a presidential advisor to the 24-hour economy, Gusi Tano, and he's here as well. Residents petition government over TDC land dispute, but TDC denies wrongdoing. Residents petition government over TDC land dispute, but TDC denies wrongdoing, and that is on the back page for today's edition of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Transparency is key to banking sector future. This is according to Chief Justice here, and I beg your pardon. The center spread this morning says government raises 5 billion Ghana cedis to recapitalize Bank of Ghana, and the big story on the front page is also at the center spread. Big job creation and center policy. NDPC is saying here. So all the front page stories are in the center spread, and you can read them to yourself. Innovation key to transforming Ghana's tourism. This is according to Chief of Staff, and he is saying that two features for today's edition. I'm talking about the discipline in our schools, a national wake-up call, and it comes up with a quote: discipline cannot be legislated into existence. Discipline cannot be legislated into existence, unquote. And to the other story here, Ghana's blue economy at a crossroad. New study calls for urgent boat building skill reform. Ghana's blue economy at a crossroad. New study calls for urgent boat building skill reform, and GEA and Danish industry backed research call for marine focused TVET curricula certification for informal artisans and stronger industry partners, unquote. It says that GEA, Ghana Environmental Agency, I believe so, and the Danish industry backed research calls for marine focused TVET curricula certification for informal artisans and stronger industry partnership. So these are the features for today's edition of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Let's do the editorial this morning. It says Bank of Ghana recapitalization more than money. Bank of Ghana recapitalization more than money. So that particular editorial is at page 4 of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. When you come just under the editorial story, minority stages walk out in protest for First Deputy Speaker decision. Minority stage walk out in protest for First Deputy Speaker's decision, and that particular story comes up with the leader of the minority, Osahene Honorable Afenyo Marking, addressing the press, supported by his members of parliament, his colleagues as well. On foreign news, protect Ukraine over removal of defense minister, and over 500 feared dead at boats carrying refugees capsize, and Iran targets military bases as US launches wave of strike. So on the foreign front, this is what is happening in Ukraine and other parts of the world. You can grab a copy of the most authoritative newspaper, the Ghanaian Times newspaper, and read further. Also, we proceed with the new weekend crusading guide. Top stories on the front page this morning is talking about Hanan wins fight to travel as court strike out AG's application to revoke order. The stories on page 3 and 10 of the newspaper. Also here, Bank of Ghana answers confirmed Baumia's gold reforms. This according to Opon Nkrumah, Member of Parliament from Fonsai Rebi constituency. 16,000 nurses to be recruited into an undeserved communities. This according to President John Dramani Mahama on page 10 of the newspaper. Stop the xenophobic attack on Jonah capital. Ghanaians warn Nigeria. And Kweku Azar question TikTokers jailing. Say criminal court should not become abattoirs of taste, manner or political discourse. Kweku Azar is questioning. And to the bottom of the page now, this is from Ekwapim, and it says City Historical Anatomy says Stella should be a ruler of natives forever. So the front page, this is what it's saying. And we'll take a tour to the center spread quickly to see if we can find some interesting story. And the center spread is reporting on some local stories. It says 13 confirmed dead, several injured in 3 vehicle crashes near Konongo on the Kumasi-Accra highway. And EPRA, Environmental Protection Agency, urges paint industry to phase out lead-based product. And FDA, the Food and Drugs Authority, launches Ghana's double-duty nutrient profiling system to address malnutrition, obesity and others. So on the local front, according to the New Weekend Crusading Guide, this is what is reporting on. And Accra packed buses put commuters' health at risk. Accra packed buses put commuters' health at risk. So that one too is in the New Weekend Crusading Guide. Kweku Azar is questioning TikToker jailing. That particular story is here. Most of the front page stories is here as well. And to the penultimate page this morning, Accra Hustle Folk deny placing valuation on Benjamin Asari. And the Black Queen Cynthia Kolan advocates for goalkeeping development at CAF Stars Spotlight webinar. And we couldn't go to the World Cup just trusting God. Sports Minister defends Otoado sacking. And these are the stories making their way to the New Weekend Crusading Guide. And we wrap up things with the Chronicle newspaper, the Nkonto with Caesar, the Spear of the Nation. And top stories here, it says Sam Jones investment and the siege in Nigeria. And Opon Nkrumah, Bawumia has played a role in city stability. Kojo Opon Nkrumah is saying Bawumia has played a role in city stability, but majority thoughts BOG open admission. Regulates this is to the pharmacist. And editorial, can Mahama guarantee your freedom after speech? The story is on page 4. And Sami Jemfi wins appeal against Napo, and that is here. Let's quickly check out what is in the newspapers, and then we'll come back to the quotes for the day. And the back page has a very fine article which says that a true miracle of destiny, Messi and Lamine Yamal's first meeting ahead of Argentina-Spain World Cup final. And that one too is here as well. The penultimate page also have some sports related here. Thomas Tuchel, the England coach, defensive tactics cost England. And Jude Bellingham slapped Argentina substitute after England exit. And Romeo labels Nabil stupid over critics. And midfielder Gomez closed to 38 euros and Villa move. And that particular story is on page 15 of the newspapers. The feature story for today of watches and cars, Akofona. Fathers and sons are always forgiving each other. They go on from forgiveness to forgiveness. This is Anonymous, and that is a quote from the feature for today's edition. Lawyer Safo Doku declares to contest NDC Ashanti Regional Secretary position, and media urge to learn and the use of AI tools to enhance work. Ministry of Communications launches a tool to track MMDC sanitation's performance. Tinubu testing 2027 rigging with MBA elections. This is Tiku. This is on the front of the Nigerian Diary, among other stories here. And on the religious front, this is coming from the Salt and Light Ministry. The Glory of God in Prayer, Part 1. The Glory of God in Prayer. Call to me and I'll answer. Call to me and I'll answer you and tell you great and hidden things you do not know. Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 3. Call to me and I'll answer you and tell you great and hidden things you do not know. Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 3. And on the front of entertainment, of course, we have a TikToker who is being jailed story here. I don't regret leaving Nollywood to raise my children. And I had a chance to sing Danke, but I passed on to Aaron, and but I passed. This according to Akon. And R. Kelly formally asked Trump to commute a 30-year sentences. The center spread has a gallery of President John Dramani Mahama, who started a 2-day resetting Ghana tour of the Volta region. You might want to have a look of that gallery here. And the editorial for today's edition, it says, can Mahama guarantee your freedom after speech? Can Mahama guarantee your freedom after speech? And an opinion, fantasies of a new capital. Fantasies of the new capital. So these are the editorial and the opinion in the Chronicle newspaper this morning. Let's do the test for the day. It's taken from Proverbs chapter 17 verse 13. If anyone returns evil for good, evil will not depart from his house. Proverbs chapter 17 verse 13. If anyone returns evil for good, evil will not depart from his house. And this is the word of God, beloved in Christ. Go in peace and serve the Lord. And that's how I wrap up on the newspaper headline segment for today's edition. Let's do some birthdays now, shall we? It's important to celebrate people who are celebrating their birthday all the time, and we will be celebrating these individuals. And if it's your birthday today too, a happy gracious birthday to you. In fact, I have one. What's his name? Frederick Kwarting, who now writes for the I don't know, Street Journal or something. I have to get it right and come back, but I'll give a special shout out to him. Now we can celebrate those who are having their birthday today. It says that happy birthday Manye Kuoko Ajeman Koliko. God bless you abundantly and cause you to experience the manifestations of his promise to you. Have a blast, Honorable. This is from Abo, and happy birthday to Manye Kuoko. Okay, so that's it. Is if you are celebrating your birthday too as well, a happy gracious birthday to you. And we'll come back and celebrate all the other people that have left in. But don't forget that July is IVF month. And in line with that, the Accra Fertility Center, a subsidiary of Midfirm, has a full month of activities planned for all its cherished partners. To crown it all, we have a discount package to offer. Reach out to us on our website www.accrafertilitycenter.com or call 0509 337796 0509 337796 for more details. And all this is happening at Midfirm Multi Specialist Hospital. Midfair Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center is a premium Ghanaian-owned private healthcare institution committed to delivering comprehensive patient-centered medical care across multiple specialties. With over 2 decades of excellence in healthcare delivery, Midfair has built a strong reputation for quality, innovation, and compassionate service. Our team comprises of highly experienced medical professionals, including leading specialties such as Dr. Richard Bamfo, among others. And Midfem operates through 3 specialized divisions. We have a Midfem Hospital, Accra Fertility Center, Midfem Operational Health and Safety, Health and Awareness. That's the corporate and preventive healthcare. Their promise is that they cherish you, so they are dedicated to providing personalized, high-quality care with a strong focus on patient comfort, safety, and outcomes. It's a 24-hour delivery services. And for this month of July, they are only focusing, they do other things, but they are only focusing on IVF because in the month of July is World IVF Awareness Celebration from the 1st of July to the 31st of July. Join us on this journey. You are not too late to understand as we have discussions and insight from great doctors and medical practitioners from the Accra Fertility Center from Midfem. And we're going on a quick 10. When we come back, the show continues. This AM Ghana show, please to stay tuned.